Hello, third grade. So yesterday we were working on division and multiplication, and we were using some rectangles that I called a tape diagram to solve the problems. And I thought that today we would go back in lesson 12 and we would keep working on those, and I would kind of show you a little bit more how to use those. So let's take a look at this problem up here. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So 8 is going to be my total. 2, okay, is how many groups I have. Now 4 is the answer, but let me show you how I would show this problem in a tape diagram, which is just another tool that you can use to help solve word problems. So if I take it and draw a rectangle, this rectangle represents my whole. It represents my total, which if we look up here, we know is 8. So I'm going to put that down here. Okay. Now, I am taking this and I'm dividing it into 2 parts. So to do that, I'm going to look at my rectangle and I'm going to put a line about halfway where it would be 2 equal parts. And so if I kind of move my finger, I look and I can say, okay, about there is about 2 equal parts. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's okay. Now I've got my 2 parts. I've got my whole right here with my 8. Now I've got to figure out, okay, where does my 4 go? That's the number that goes in each group. So I would see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, my parts, my whole, my groups. You can see it all modeled in this whole picture. That was a pretty easy one because I had the answer already there for you. What if we didn't have the answer? What if we had a problem like 12 divided by 2, okay? And we need to find the unknown. Now, this number is going to be our total. This number is going to be the number of groups. And our unknown or our quotient today is how many are in each group. So I'm going to draw my whole. I know that I'm dividing my 12 up here, okay? So I'm going to divide it into 2 equal groups. So I look and I say, okay, this is about halfway. There's my 2 equal groups. And now I'm just going to equally share until I get to 12 and see how many are in each group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I stop because I'm at my total. So I can count and I can see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each group because 12 divided by 2 equals 6. Now, let's think about it here. What if instead of 8 divided by 2, what if that 2, instead of it being the number of groups, was how many each person get or each the size of each group? How would that change my drawing? Well, I know my whole is still going to be 8, but I don't know my number of groups. I know the size of my groups, so I take my whole, which I know is 8, and I say I can't divide this into equal groups because I don't know yet how many it's going to be. But I do know that one of my groups is going to be 2, okay? So then I'm going to count that, and I'm going to say there's 2, so I can keep going until I get to 8. There's 4, there's 6, there's 8, and then I stop. I had to keep going until I got to my 8. Let's take a look at it without the answer, without it being one that we've done yet. What if we had this problem? 18 divided by 2 equals blank. We don't know. It's unknown. Now again, this is the total I'm going to have. The 2 doesn't tell me the number of groups anymore this time. It tells me the size of my groups. So I know that one group is 2, okay? And I'm going to keep doing groups of 2 until I get to 18 because that's my whole. And I'm going to draw this out because I don't know exactly how many it's going to take me. So I go, there's 4, 6, notice I'm skip counting by 2s, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. And you'll notice that Mrs. Gillis's groups are not all equal size. It's okay if yours aren't either. So if I look, now I can tell that it took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 equal groups of 2 to get to 18. So I can use tape diagrams to help me solve division problems either way. When I know the number of groups, when what I know is the number of groups, and when what I know is how many are in each group. So you're going to go practice with the pages, okay, that are listed, and then you can ask any questions if you have them with Mr. Rush and I.